Hi, I am pMad, and thank you so much to Demetrius of mythofrock.gr for inviting me, pMad, to chat with you. Now, it was a written interview, seemingly, but to get over a bit of time and a picture is worth 1,000 words, maybe I thought I said I'd speak it. Yeah, and then this is take two because the bloody audio was not in the first one. So anyway, here we go. I see it going here now, so it should work. So we won't bore you for too long, hopefully. So, Paul, you have recently released a new single called Cheese, called Chance, in collaboration with Italian artist Think. Can you tell us a bit about the collaboration with Think? Yes, indeed, I can. So, Think is Marco Manazzi, an Italian artist, and he goes under Think and Come With Me and a couple of different yeah. Anyway, Marco Manazzi is Think for this particular story, and I am pMad. And Marco messaged me and he said, "Here's a guitar. Would you like to collaborate? What do you think of this?" So, cut me at a weak spot, and yes, I said I like that guitar. That's good. That's cool. And put in a rough drum beat to it, a bit of bass, my all usual vocals and lyrics and things like that. And then we got onto Hugo GT in Canada, and we pieced it together, and we came up with a collaboration called Chance is the name of the song, and it's pMad.think if you want to check it out in the old streamers or wherever you get your music. Yeah, and Marco brought us a brilliant guitar track. Really enjoyed it. A bit grungy, shoegazy. We added to that. We beefed it up. The vocals are pushing the limits. Bit of reverb, a lot of fuzz. Yes, enjoyed it, and hopefully you will enjoy it as well. So that's the main thing. I love the music we do, and I do. So hopefully someone else in the world will as well. So make sure to check out pMad.think. Chance is the name of the song. Yeah, and check out Think as well. So then you're on to the next one. pMad. Why did you name the project this way? I wish it was less boring than what it is. Yes, indeed. It's pMad, if you look it up, is not a nice thing to have. Now, in all fairness, on the old Google Doc or stuff, don't do that. And then, of course, is it Paul's Mad? Quite possibly, but it's not. Not the way I meant it anyway. And it's got the big M in the middle of it, so maybe he's mad for something called P. So is it Paul is mad for this or whatever P is? So you work that one out, but it's not that either. And then we do get a few Pakistani fans, and I don't think they're meaning to be fans, because also pMad is the Pakistani military accounts department. Very serious stuff. Salaries and wages. I have nothing to do with that, yeah. Nothing to do with that. Thanks very much for being fans. But maybe pMad, the Pakistani military accounts department, might be getting lots of fans of pMad, and they're wondering, what the hell are these people doing here? These post-punk lunatics. But anyway, so it's not the disease. It's not Paul is mad. Paul could be mad, but that's up to you. And it's not the Pakistani military accounts department. It's actually my name. It's Paul Martin Anthony Dillon. Simple as that. Told you it was boring, but that's what it is. pMad, and the big M is for branding. Yes, very good that way. Yeah. So anyway, your sound blends post-punk, new wave, punk rock. How would you define your music style? Which artists or bands had the biggest influence on shaping your musical identity? Yes, so people are music fans, people are music listeners. I'm a music fan. I delve deep and I go deeper. Most people just hear it in the background and say, that sounds nice, when they stop and they listen to it. So people hear what they want to hear, though, generally, really, isn't it? So if you hear post-punk, or you hear gothic, or you hear indie, or you hear that's country and western, that's what it is. Yeah, that's no problem. And then, of course, other people hear Depeche Mode and Sisters of Mercy, and even heard NXS, Simple Minds, all sorts of different comparisons. If that's what you hear, I'm delighted. And the main thing is, as long as you like it, yeah? That's the whole thing. You must like it. Yes. So, influences. Never Meet Your Heroes is probably a thing, but I started out with the Smiths, and then into or The Cure would have been my first delve into it, and maybe Metal Blizzard even back in Boolia Hall back in the day. The Cure, The Smiths, and then moving on up. And look, I could listen to that in Tom Waits, Public Enemy, it's suicidal tendencies, new music, therapy, anything, a house. Oh wow, I was influenced by all sorts. So if you hear that, sure, I'm not reinventing the wheel, really, am I? Most music isn't. So once they started banging the drum and a guitar and a bass, and they made some sort of music, someone's copying it somewhere. Yeah. Anyway, so enjoy it is the most important thing. As far as I know, you've released 2 long play albums as pMad, Who, Why, Where, What, and I in Power. Can you give us all the necessary info about these 2 albums? Yes, indeed. I in Power was my second album, the last album. Who, Why, Where, What was my debut album. And that included 8 singles and, of course, a lot of remixes and things like that, or whatever you're into. So yet, Who Am I? Who Am I? Broken, Medicine, Accept Me, Youth, I Am, Sisters. I keep forgetting the other one. I don't know. It's still a great song though, isn't it? It's probably the best song in the whole album. Anyway, yes, so that's Who, Why, Where, What. A delve into it. That's years and years of putting music together and then finally releasing it because of COVID gave me a chance to do all these things. And then I Am Power is like Who, Why, Where, What Mark II. And it's more songs, more 8 songs, and it's available on CD like Who, Why, Where, What. They're all available on CD and download or whatever you want. You can stream it as well, yeah. And I even have a free album of remixes of Look at Me Now. So yes, that's pMad. Look, they're a delve into all sorts of different things. The main thing is give it a listen. You'll probably like it. So, are these releases self-financed? If yes, did you try to find a record label? Sure you do and you don't. You email record labels and you'd be hoping someone will give you $1 million and not want it back. That's not the way it works. Not that anyone offered me $1 million or anything like that. But I had got a record label, yes. And they said they'd do all sorts of wonderful things for me. They didn't. So, anyway, every day is a school day. So, pMad is ZCube Records is our label. That's what we call ourselves. The Greeting and pMad and anything released under pMad. ZCube Records. It's a fancy name for a record label that is ourselves. Yes. We had another record label, but anyone is the industry. When they say music industry, they are not talking about me. Industry would sort of imply that you might be making money out of it or actually earning. Yeah. They're the ones that earn. It's the ones above us, up here, yeah, up there. Take your money. They not only want you to write the songs, they want you to contribute your money and all the other bits and pieces, and they'll help you promote it, and you won't get your money back. Yeah, it's just right. Okay, there's no money in music at the minute. If you can get out, I even heard Kate Nash there recently doing an interview, and she saves up her money for festivals because she loves touring, because she loses money touring. Is it shocking? How brilliant is Kate Nash? She is super. And all these different things, all the other artists, it's just not in it. And the industry is for people above who, they make the money. Artists do what they do. And so it'll be pMad and ZCube Records for now anyway. Unless someone wants to give me $1 million and not expect it back. Don't look for it back because I'm not giving it back, yeah? Anyway, so the title, Who, Why, Where, What, suggests existential questions. I in Power sounds like it carries a strong personal message and perhaps political message. What are the themes you want to communicate with your lyrics? Yes, I'm quite political in here, but I don't put it out there really, what I am or anything. Because look, at the very minute you mention something, there's a row. People give out and they fight, and nothing like the internet for a row. And unfortunately, a lot of the keyboard warriors might be coming out into the streets now and they have guns and anyway, look, you have your opinion, I have mine, and we'll discuss it in peaceful terms. I don't mind whether you're left, right, centre, that's up to you. As long as you're not hurting people, I don't really mind. We all have our opinions, and we probably should be sharing each other's opinions a bit better, but we're quite afraid because people are going to shout you down and do things like that. So But yeah, it's a personal existential journey a lot of the time with medicine and broken. I'm broken, that's so yeah, but I'm okay with that. And and everybody loves me except me. See what I did there? Yeah, so there's loads of different things, yeah. And then I go into the politicals, just delving into how we should be listening to each other and the fury of seeing what's going on in the world. And then you have the horror and all the other different things, and fire, and the climate change or climate crisis or whatever you want to call it, whatever you think it is. The world is changing all the time. It's hard to know. It's not that it isn't changing. It's hard to say that it's not. And the world is changing. But it's hard to, why is there people killing each other? And why is there famine? And why is there poverty? And why is all these things? Power. Yeah, it's all about power. And it's horrible. So who, why, where, what is, if you can answer those questions, you're fairly well sorted, yeah? Once you can get the correct answer for you. And then I in power is a bit of a play on I, there is no I in team, but I in power. I am in power. You can be sure of it. Yeah, so once you know that, and I'm quite happy to be in power of my own life, for the moment anyway. So that's where they come out of. So there's a mixture of everything. Yeah, so you hear whatever you want to hear in it. Then, how does I in Power differ musically and lyrically from your debut album? You're not really a whole pile. It's sort of who, why, where, what, Mark II. It sort of moves on, and it's not about whether it's different. Albums before, you used to be locked away in a studio for 2 days and you'd come out, and of course everything is going to sound a little bit off, a little bit the same or slightly different versions of other songs, and you can hear the links. But the way albums, and me anyway, for pMad, is happens over time, happened over years and years, and you piece it together, and now there's an influence, a mix from thrash metal all the way up to rap maybe, or like that, yeah. So, and goth, indie, post-punk, punk, all sorts of different things. So you're not going to get that coherent linkage as much. So, but they are albums. They're a collection of 8 songs that I felt suited you, and they worked well together enough. And you won't like everything, and that's okay. Most people don't like everything. So they're similar, they're different. How is a typical pMad song composed? When do you know a song is ready to be released? When people tell me we can't do any more with that, the patient is dead, we're going to have to let it go. Yes, indeed, that's about it. It starts out with the music, and then I hear something in my brain, and then we make a song, and that's the joys of being myself. And just once the family say the timing is fairly right, and Dominic, my producer in Proton Studios, has lost all patience with me and actually says, yeah, that's it now, not doing it anymore. Then it's ready to go. Yes, indeed. And I agree with him. So that's how it's done. Then, given the background with the suicidal duffel coats and the greeting, what did you bring from your band experience into your solo work, and what did you intentionally leave behind? Yes, I enjoyed the group and enjoyed the solo. The one thing I will say is you don't have to pass through as many hands or ears. This is why pMad has so many tunes out, and the greeting has 2. Because it's easier to agree with myself. I often do. I often agree with myself and say, God, you're right, Paul. Yes, let's do that. And that's the handiest thing, isn't it? So once I say it's ready to go, it's ready to go. There is no such thing as perfection. Perfection is not possible, and that's just the way it is. There's a dark, introspective energy in your music. Is pMad a form of personal therapy for you? Yes, indeed. Dark, introspective. I suppose it is, yeah. It sounds that way. I'm actually quite not funny, but I'm quite a happy, nice man, yeah. Yeah, I see me smiling. I can. Yeah. Don't worry about it. But yeah, we all have that dark side. And maybe I'm a little bit more smiley and happy because I accept myself, and I'm not perfect. I'm not good looking. I have a face for radio and all these sort of things, yeah. And you can say what you like, and it'll probably insult and hurt me, but we go over it. It won't worry me. Yeah, get on with our lives. So yeah, it is therapy, and it's working, hopefully. Yeah. What has been the biggest personal or professional lesson you've learned through the pMad project so far. Yes, indeed. I've always said, my wife said at the start, is get your thick neck on, because you're just going to get reefed. People are going to laugh at you. They're going to send people that don't know any better. And maybe they do. I haven't fierce looking. They've said nothing. Now, people once probably around talk behind your back. Yeah. Say that's an idiot. Yeah. But anyway, that's their problem. For me, one thing I did find, the major thing is the amount of nice people in the world. Absolutely unbelievable. I can't get over it. Some people are so nice. There's so many nice people out there. Can't get over it. Yeah. I've met people on the internet and they've been fantastically supportive and sharing it, and we're trying to help each other, support those that support you. And then you meet people on the internet and you actually meet them in person, because when you're in Tullamore or you're in Berlin or you're in Helsinki and you meet, you're like, you knew each other all your lives, and it's absolutely brilliant. So the one thing that has brought out, there are a lot more nice people than there is horrible people. Yeah, no, they're still there, but I stay out of that circle. The pandemic changed the industry in many ways. Do you feel it gave independent artists like yourself an opportunity, new opportunities or new challenges? It probably did, yeah. Every day is a challenge for everyone. You don't know what's going on behind anyone's door. Pandemic, before the pandemic, after the pandemic. Look at you. For artists, it's a struggle. Always been. An awful lot of people gave it up now. It was unfortunate that way. Artists have a different, mindset and things. They need to be out there, and other people need to be on stage and producing music and other things like that. Yeah. The one thing is, unfortunately, you can't make a living out of it, and the industry still rules. The big man still rules. Big Brother is still there. Yeah. It's the unfortunate thing. Not as many, and maybe it actually made a lot of people a lot more insular, that they're not actually going out as much. So the live music scene, they would rather, which kills me altogether, they would rather spend €100 or dollars or whatever it is and go and some person, that unnamed person who is supposedly famous, and won't give them the time of day, and they're stuck in a crowd of 100,000, rather than giving $10, €15, whatever it is, to go see people who would be delighted to see you there. You can actually shake their hands and have their photo, buy their t-shirt, and do all the other bits and pieces, and have a fantastic night and feel appreciated. Make your decisions. Use your dollars and your money to go next door or down the road and say, hey, I want to see them. Yeah. So your music videos and visuals carry a strong aesthetic. Very good to hear that. How involved are you in the creative direction of the visual side of pMad? Well, one thing I will say is, I am pMad. Everything goes through me. Nothing goes out there. So if I said something bad, if someone said something bad and it's under the pMad banner, it was me. I apologize. Tough. I don't care. I don't say too much, too bad. But I do like, I wouldn't be into Dead probably without the Andy Dog, beautiful album covers, single covers, loads of MTV Child, I think a video makes a song as well. We use a lot of YouTube in our place here, and it's wonderful to see, and likes of Who Am I, you create a song about who am I, the essential stuff, and but then the video sort of gives a different read on it. Is it, who am I the killer, or am I the one on the bench? No, it's actually, I'm not going to be the one in the mortician's slab. Yes, so yes, I do like a visual, so we do that a lot, and I think it's part of it, and it shouldn't be forgotten that it's art. Yeah, it's art. And that's the great thing about a CD or a vinyl and things like that. They're a piece of art as well. So if it's done by me. No, Little Bird Design and loads of different other people help in different things like that. Damien Farrell and all the rest of it help us with different aspects. A lot of stuff. My wife and my daughter's art is part of the covers as well. So you can see up there behind me, Missing. Actually, that's my wife's painting, and that's the cover for Missing. So yes, we go through that. Then, Irish music has a rich tradition. It has indeed. Fantastic. How do you feel your sound fits in the broader landscape of contemporary Irish music? Yeah. So, I am Irish. I'm from Portumna, County Galway in Ireland. I'm in the west of Ireland. I'm extremely proud to be Plumber man, Galway man, Connacht man, Irishman. All probably that way. And I'm definitely very proud of it. And yes, shout out to everyone over there. And so should everyone be proud of where they are. And I'm very lucky to be where I'm from. And the Irish music and all the bits and pieces are absolutely fantastic. Tradition, you can't beat it. Yeah, I love tradition. Then the contemporary side of it, I don't know, modern maybe. I don't know what contemporary. Yes, it's modern, but funny enough, I have two radio shows: the best of world indie, the best of Irish indie, and I have a face for radio, which is good. A voice, I'm not so sure about, but anyway. Every week I bring 20, 21, 22 Irish songs to the public with my radio show and the best of Irish indie. If you go to @pMad the band and check out, if you want your tune on the shows, if you're Irish, go to the best of Irish indie. And if it's not from Ireland, then it's the best of world indie is the show. And if you go to the posts @pMad the band, you'll find the email address to send the tunes to. Anyway, onwards and upwards. So contemporary, then I have this show. And that's the music I like, and I hear, I get sent, I like it. But then I hear of other shows that are contemporary, and it's not my style. You don't like what you don't like. So I'm not sure, do I fit? There seems to be a lot more that contemporary type stuff. I don't know what that means. But anyway, I like what I like, and I play what I like. And if pMad is contemporary Irish, I don't know how it fits in. That's up to people. But the one thing you'll find out as well, it's... people often say to you, you won't be a star in your own town, so maybe Ireland or whatever it is. I'm as likely to be heard in Mexico, Chicago, or Taiwan and Tokyo than I am in Galway, Dublin, or whatever it is. Yeah, but thankfully I do get played over there as well. So, or Athens and the rest. Yeah. So I'm delighted to be played on so many great places and appreciate every bit of it, and the magazines and Myth of Rock. Thank you so much. All these things. Yeah. Now, whether I suppose I am contemporary, but if it's post-punk, gothic, indie rock, or something like that you're into, I'm your man. And if that's contemporary, cool. It nearly has to be contemporary because it's not old, that old anyway. So pMad's only around since 2021. So yes, hopefully we'll be part of the rich tapestry of Irish music in the future, and not traditional music, of course. So, what do you think about the use of AI in art and music? Sure, isn't everything AI? Look at me now. I'm on whatever I'm recording on, and I'm talking to you through a video. AI. It must be. It's a computer. It's something is doing it, and I'm not doing it. I'm here talking, and this is coming out of my head, and all the other bits and pieces. Every picture unless I draw my picture, unless I speaking it or strumming an acoustic guitar without a microphone and all the bits and pieces, then it's AI, I would count computer generated. Now, of course, AI might be taking it to the Terminator style and the rest of it, and they're coming for you, so broadcast. AI. Soldiers have taken over the world. The presidents of the world have united, but they've been taken over. It's just not going to work. Connors is the only man to save us. Yeah, so possibly that'll happen. I don't know. I don't really know. But everything, look at, I make that painting, as I pointed. Then you put it into this magic machine of a computer or something like that, and you do little effects and drawings and moving your logo onto it. It's AI that's doing it. I would count that AI. Not as too intelligent as some of them are claiming. The GPTs and all the other stuff like that. Look, it'll be humans that'll be the problem, no matter what happens, because they're creating it. Humans always are the problem, yeah? Anyway, AI, art, music, yeah. It's up to you to decide. Yeah, you're the one, you've got the money. Looking back at your journey from the suicidal Duffel Coats to now, what advice would you give your younger self starting out in music? Look at, enjoy it. Most important, it's great fun. Enjoy. It's brilliant. It's great crack. Can be a bit stressful, a bit annoying, a bit all sorts, but so does work. So is everything. And the other thing is, there's no such thing as perfection. Just go for it. Just do it. Do it. Do it to hell. Go on. just turns the brain. Is that song ready? Is that song ready? We'll mix this and we'll change that and we'll move it that much down and we'll move that much up and we'll spend the next 24 hours and weeks killing ourselves doing it. Just do it. Look, there's no. They remastered the Beatles and they've remixed all sorts of things and people have covered other songs and said that's better than the other one. Yeah. Look, a good tune is a good tune. Just do it and enjoy it. Most important. I would go do it. Yeah, join a band, be a solo artist, whatever it is. If that's what you're into, be a mechanic, drive a car, whatever. Anyway, yes, just do it. So, what can fans expect next from pMad? Now, funny you should ask. Coming up shortly, there is a collaboration between Lunar Pats, Kill Toys, and pMad, and we're going to release 3 EPs, which will accumulate into one big album, and it's Exquisite Corpses is the name of the project, and pMad has a EP as part of that album, and the EP is coming out, and it's got 3 tunes on it. And so the logic is, right, stick with me. So I have pMad tune Feed, that was the last single by myself. Feed, right? So that's going to be on the EP and then on the album. And then the drum beat for Feed was given to Lunar Pats and was given to Kill Toys, and they wrote songs on top of different tunes. They wrote a tune each on top of that drum beat, and in return they gave me their tunes. So Lunar Pats and Kill Toys gave me the drum beat for each of their tunes, and I put some music and lyrics and songs and all sorts on top of it, and we have Closer and Celestial. They're the name of the 2 tunes. So Lunar Pats tune and drum beat has become Celestial by pMad featuring Lunar Pats, and Kill Toys tune, it's Closer, is pMad featuring Kill Toys. So wow. So we all get 3 tunes, and then we have 9 tunes. It was a brilliant album. We all have an EP as well. So we're collaboration. Very cool. So that's gonna be fantastic. That's coming out over the summer, which is great. 25, and then now what I will tell you now, do not tell anyone, right? This is between you and me. You. See you. Yeah, you. And me. pMad has a new album coming out sometime later in 2025. Look at it. Wow. Fabulous. On vinyl CD, and it's called 1 + 1 = -1. Mathematical genius I am. And look at that. Beautiful. Look at that wolf. That's my wife's painting. And super. And then watch this. Just red that side, black that side. Now, watch this. Fantastic. Look at the colour of that. Look at that marble, grey marble. Woo! Beautiful. So, like I said, don't tell sinner. So, it's coming out on CD as well. And it's fabulous. It's good tunes. It's really good. And hopefully in 2025, Feed is on it, and that was the first tune off it, and there'll be lots more. So the next question feeds into that. Have you written any new songs for your new album? If yes, can you tell us how did it sound? You'll have to find out. When do you plan to release your next pMad long play? There it is, like I said, there, the long play, and that's my head cut in half. A lot of people like to cut it that way, but you have to join the queue if you do. And then we have, look at all that, beautiful. So we have Blood is the new song, Strange Love, you've already heard Feed, Salem, 9:45, Silent, New God, Finish, and there's a bonus track of Circle. See that? Wonderful. It's really good now. I'm really proud of it. Not everyone has vinyl, but like I said, it's an artwork, and that's what, music is art. Art matches it. I like that. I think it's really cool. And the CD is just cool, and it's going to come out on the album will come out in Bandcamp. You can get it vinyl, CD, and download, but you won't be able to stream it. Only single by single will you be able to download or stream it. Yes. That's the logic of it. So that's that bit of it. finally, for listeners discovering pMad for the first time, which song do you think best represents your identity as an artist and why? Sure. Okay. I think some of these are 30-something songs out by pMad. How could it's like saying that? And you love that child. I love that child more than the other child. I don't know. It depends. On the day, I love Medicine today and Broken tomorrow and Sisters tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, and Opinion and Feeds and Down and Fire, Fury, Down, Except Me, Youth, Who Am I? Depends. That's the beauty of music. You like a tune today, it suits the mood that you're in, and then you skip on to past it tomorrow, and then you could leave the Sisters on repeat for a week, and then onto something else. So that's looking. As long as you like it, I make music for me, pMad, and hopefully someone else in the world will actually enjoy it a little. And if it's not today, you might actually enjoy it tomorrow. So this is, I have, with the show, with the best of Irish indie or the best of world indie, music comes into me and I say, that's not great really, is it? And it's just the mood I'm in. I make sure I keep that song in that file and I put on that folder every so often, once a week, and I listen to it and I say, Jesus, that's after growing on me, you know? And that's the way music is. It's great. So, yes, you find out what song, put it on, stick it on repeat, and who knows which song will stick out with you. Maybe they all will, maybe one of them will, maybe none of them will, but some of them will probably, yeah. So that's not too bad. So anyway, I am pMad, yes, and I make music, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. So send your message to our readers. You're actually viewers now as well, and readers and things like that, and I'm not short of talk, am I really? So the main thing is, thank you Demetrius and mythofrock.gr for having me, for being interested in pMad, and for actually, going to the bother of writing the questions and asking me what would, and it's me and my laziness to talk it rather than type it. I can get more across. A picture's worth 1,000 words and all that sort of stuff. But if you want to find pMad, it's at pMad the band. It's on all the socials: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, Twitch, SoundCloud, YouTube, Mixcloud. Just I'd say anywhere you go now. Even if you go to Portumna, you'll see pMad, yeah? So, yeah. Thank you so much for everything. Look at, you can find it at pmad@bandcamp.com, pmad.bandcamp.com, yeah. Look at pMad, pMad. Can't go too far wrong there. Support those that support you. So make sure you go over to mythofrock.gr and check out the wonderful website. Give them a like and a follow and comments and all the rest of it on Facebook or Instagram or wherever you feel like you're doing these things, because they're doing amazing work in supporting new artists and new music. And look, there will certainly be something. If it's not pMad, there'll certainly be something that you will enjoy, yeah? So make sure you do, please. And thank you so much again. I am pMad. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for listening. Good luck.